Okay, I think we're good. Um, okay. Hi everyone. Thanks for jumping on this call this evening. I am Jenny and I will be talking you through the upcoming DataSoc Innovation Weekend. So it's from the 13th to the 15th, which is next weekend for all of you who haven't signed up yet. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions you want. Probably we'll wait till the end, but yeah, if you've any questions, just pop them in the chat. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on the watch. Okay, so what is an innovation weekend or a hackathon, whatever you want to call it? Essentially, you have 54 hours to come up with a unique solution to a problem statement. And we will provide you with the mentors and the facilitators that you need to create the best solution possible. And from there, you'll pitch your idea to a panel of judges and you'll be in with a chance of winning a cash prize. So the theme for the hackathon this semester is COVID solutions, which Anna will be talking about later on. And you will be able to develop any solution around this theme. So be it anything to do with healthcare or climate change, employment, education, you name it, you can come up with any solution that you want and pitch your idea. So it doesn't have to be a full-blown solution, it can just be a prototype or a concept. And so anybody from any course can join in on the weekend. So this is going to be the structure of our weekend. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the hackathon structures, it typically starts on a Friday evening and it will run through to the Sunday evening. Very time intensive, but we plan on making it as fun as possible, so it doesn't feel that way. And so we will kick off at 5 o'clock on the Friday evening, where we will have our opening ceremony. And you can just see here the structure. We'll bring you right through with introductory speakers. We will have different mentor sessions throughout the weekend, and you'll have a chance to meet your team on the Friday then. You'll get put into different groups where you can begin to brainstorm and really discuss the problem statement and just start throwing ideas out there for potential solutions. If you've already come up with an idea, you can talk about that with your team then. And then you're free to finish up at 8 o'clock on the Friday, but you will most likely continue on into the evening. Saturday starts again at 10 a.m. and you'll essentially be just working the whole day on your idea. You'll have different mentors to talk you through different areas, be it pitching your idea or the tech side of things, the data science side of things. You will have some group activities and a speed friending exercise if you want to partake, that's up to you. And on the Sunday then, finally, you will pitch your idea and there will be the judging and the announcement of the winners then. So in terms of the teaming, on the Friday evening, you'll meet your team. You can choose your teammates based on similar interests, or if you like their idea, you can just go with that. You have the option, as of recently, to sign up as a team, or you can sign up as an individual and we will put you into a team. It's up to you entirely. So we really encourage you to keep up the communication with your team. So have those group calls on the platform Discord, which is what we'll be using, and really use that to your advantage to just get the brain juices flowing, really just brainstorm. We always recommend, keeping in touch every couple of hours to touch base and make sure you're making progress and everybody is working on a particular thing. So before the weekend, we need everyone to download Discord, which is the platform that we will be working off. And I'll show you how to work the platform later. But this is what the facilitators and your team and your mentors will be using. And from there, you can also download Zoom, which is what we'll be hosting our talks on and our introductory session. And also just to check your emails for updates from DataSoc about the weekend, Here you can access the Google Drive with different pieces of material in there, and links to the Discord chat and YouTube Live for the presentations and judging. In terms of approaching the problem, you need to think about who will use your solution. Does the solution already exist to the problem? And if so, why is your solution better? What differentiates it? And would there be anyone willing to invest in this solution from a business perspective? How will the idea make money? So you need to think about who the competitors are in the market, and also just why the team is suited to executing the solution that you propose. And from there on the Sunday, you will have your final presentation. So you need to submit it by 4:30, and it should be pre-recorded and saved and submitted as a video file. So you'll have a few chances to run through it and make sure everything goes smoothly. So it shouldn't be longer than 5 minutes, and the judges will also ask questions. So those videos will be streamed, and the judges will then be able to deliberate for half an hour to choose the winning teams. So in terms of the mentors that we have who will be talking you through your ideas so you can really channel your innovation, we have a really diverse range of people. We have people from completely different industries. Some big companies you may know, some you may not, but really, really interesting, experienced people in hackathons who will be there to guide you every step of the way. So you don't need to worry if it's your first hackathon, because these people know what they're doing. So there's just another few names. So from here, I'd like to introduce you to Anna Guthrie, who recently worked on COVID solutions in a hackathon. So I'll hand you over to Anna, and she can talk to you a bit about her experience.
Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, so basically I participated in my first hackathon last April. And I guess the word hack, when I thought of a hackathon first, I associated it with a group of purely computer science students. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those. And it can be, debated on my Python skills as well, even though I have tried to dabble. So I'm coming from a purely business background. And I guess, I didn't really find that a hindrance to participating in the hackathon. And I guess from this hackathon is COVID related as well. My one what was, as Jenny mentioned, a COVID related solution. And I guess it's probably easier to work on, in my opinion, it's easier to work on hackathons that are related to an idea, as the problem is already there. So out of COVID, as you all know, serious issues have occurred. There's plenty of opportunities to come up with solutions relating to social distancing, and even the inequalities that have emerged out of it too. There's plenty of scope for that. So my idea was related to social distancing, and the experience I had inside a supermarket, where I was getting frustrated with the amount of people that were around, and there wasn't necessarily an efficient way to do my shop. So I guess that's where my solution came up, with an app to make your shopping experience easier. I won't go into it in too much detail for everyone's sake, but I guess it's probably an example of how you can make something positive out of such a weird time. And I guess maybe some advice that I have in terms of forming a team. So I had never met my team, and they weren't all students either. So we had like a software engineer who had about 10 years experience, and then another girl who founded her AI fashion clothing company. So it was a really diverse team. And I'd say if you have the opportunity to try and build a team that people have different experiences on, because they're able to bring different ideas to the table. So actually, my idea came from an experience I had when I was studying in China. So in China, they have Hema digital stores where you walk in, you walk out, and you've absolutely no interaction with anyone. And I guess that experience probably sparked my inspiration within the supermarket to form the company. And then I'm probably going to stop talking and leave you with a quote to make it even more cheesy, from one of my favorite mentors, I guess. Stephen Schwartzman. He is the CEO and co-founder of Blackstone, which is one of the world's largest private equity companies. And he said a true leader is one who's able to capitalize on times when others are frozen. So I guess now is a great time for everyone to be innovative, and perhaps come up with something that's going to spark the next innovation wave. So hope that was insightful. If anyone has any questions, please do reach out or ask them now. But yeah, best of luck.
Thank you very much, Anna. Yeah, no, your experience is one of the many positive ones of people who have partaken in hackathon weekends. I myself only participated in my first one a couple of months back, and the outcome was really positive. We actually ended up placing, which was great, really reassuring that you don't need to have that technical background to do well. You just need to have that passion and that drive to give it your all, I suppose. So just moving on from that, I'm going to talk a bit about how you can get set up on the Discord platform for the weekend. Just because a lot of you mightn't be familiar with the platform that the weekend will be hosted on. So firstly, we will send you the link. It'll look something like this. I'm not sure if this is the exact link, but we will send it to you closer to the time. And you can download the desktop app, or you can just open it in your browser. It's up to you. And from here, you just need to enter a username, like Sam up here. And yeah, please use your real name so that we can identify you. In terms of setting up your account, you just need to put in your email address and your password, and then verify your email. This is very basic. And yeah, obviously download the Discord app. From there, you just need to log in, and you'll need to click this little box down here, the read me first box. So it'll just be like an introductory message that we'll put up that will give you some instructions on what to do and just update you on the weekend. And then from there, you'll go to a waiting room and we will verify you if you have signed up through the DataSoc website, and you can say hi to the other participants. So then there'll be a general chat where you can talk to everybody. So it's just like a big group chat for all the participants of the weekend. You can ask general questions and you can see other people's questions, and it's just a place where everybody can interact. So yeah, this is what the platform will look like. You can see there on the sidebar on the left, there's lots of different rooms. You'll have rooms for your group, you'll have rooms for different mentors, you will have rooms for the overall chat. So you can run video calls and instant messaging on the platform. You can chat with the organizing team, you can connect with the different mentors, and you can get tech support from any of the facilitators, myself, Sam, anyone. Yeah, so with that being said, we would like to give a special shout out, I suppose, to our sponsors of the event, which is the Citigroup, who are an investment bank, and they're going to be currently running summer internships and summer analyst roles. So definitely would recommend checking out their website and their LinkedIn pages for all the upcoming events that they run and different roles available across tech and operations and trade, I suppose. Similarly, more recently, we have a new sponsor, which is SIG, also in the trading realm of things. So SIG are also recruiting for graduate roles and summer internships in trading, quantitative analytics, and more. So definitely check them out too. We're really, really grateful for their sponsorship for this event, and they will be sponsoring the prize, which is yet to be confirmed. So yeah, to conclude, I suppose, before we get into any questions you might have, a big thank you to everyone who has tuned in today. If you haven't signed up already, please do so on our website. All the links are through our social media pages. You can apply as an individual or as a team. If you don't have any hackathon experience, please don't be afraid. It's not half as daunting or intimidating as it might seem. And yeah, please just ask any questions.
Well done, Jenny. Thanks, guys, for everyone coming in. So yeah, like Jenny said, if you have any questions, just shoot them in the chat. We'll wait around here. This video will make it available online as well. So if you know someone who signed up for the weekend who couldn't make it, we'll distribute the link to the video probably tomorrow morning. So yeah, if you have any questions, pop them in. And thanks, Anna. Brilliant speech.
No worries. Happy to help.
I think there's a few people who've joined in the call late, so I'm sure that they can just watch the pre-recording to see what they've missed.
Yeah. Okay, we have a question about the forming of teams. So when signing up on the Eventbrite, there's an option between either signing up as an individual or signing up with a team of friends. If you have signed up as an individual, we'll put you into a team. If you signed up as a team, we'll probably keep you in that team or maybe add a few extra people to it. And then there's a question there for yourself, Jenny or Anna.
Any tips on approaching the hackathon with no experience? Yeah, I would just say to leverage off your existing skill set, what you already know, what you're good at, and don't be afraid or don't be confident in what you already know and bring your own perspective to the table. Yeah, there's always something to learn, so just be open-minded and just throw yourself in.
Yeah, and there's so many different roles when you're forming a company in like a variety of different research positions. So you can research the competitors or risks and stuff, so you don't have to be actually coding or presenting. So I guess it's loads of options.
So there's a question, what can we learn from this hackathon? Very open-ended question, so I suppose I'll have a stab at it. I think there's a lot you could learn, particularly around the knowledge that our mentors will bring in the weekend. You'll have a 2-hour session on the Saturday with our group of mentors, and you really learn a lot by talking about your idea, talking about the pitfalls of it, talking about the potential risks or competitors or where things could go right and where they could go wrong. And whatever area that you choose to develop your solution in, you'll over this weekend, you'll become an absolute expert in it. You'll be surprised how much you actually learn in that kind of 54-hour stint. I guess that's a general answer for a general question, but Jenny, do you want to have a go as well?
Yeah, I just drawing on that. I think that when there is that element of time pressure to the weekend, you'll be so surprised at how much you just pick up from your own research, just like over like hours of just googling different things and compiling all your research. I suppose you naturally learn so much, and also from your other team members. Naturally, everybody has their own experiences that they can talk about. So yeah, that's my response, I guess.
So on the Saturday morning, we'll probably walk through what we're expecting in your pitch, but it's fairly open-ended. We'll have a kind of guideline as to the points that you might need to cover. We'll also distribute the judging criteria as well at some point, and that'll give you an idea of what you need to prepare. But yeah, it's very much just kind of proving that your idea is viable, that it's a good solution, that it's better than what's already out there. That's kind of the gist of your 5 minutes. But once you have the judging criteria and stuff, it'll become more clear.
our team's allowed to work on the idea before the weekend. No, that would ruin the fun, I think. The team is only supposed to start prepping and really researching their solution over the period of the weekend. I mean, by all means, if you're going to submit a team, you can have a bit of background knowledge, but we really are trying to keep it in the time frame of the weekend.
Yeah, like there's no harm in thinking about your ideas and maybe looking up a few things, but I wouldn't be sitting down and working on pitch decks or anything. I think that's definitely going to the extreme. I think the benefit will really come from working on your idea during the weekend with the mentors, with all the other facilitators that we've set up, and going through those workshops and adjusting your idea. So I think doing the work in advance kind of defeats the purpose, but definitely it's a good question though. Well done.
Yeah. I don't blame you for trying. My area of expertise is data protection, smart contracts, blah, blah. Looking forward to it. Oh yeah, we're looking forward to having you.
So out of the guys that are here, how many of you have participated in hackathons before, or is this is this your first hackathon? What's the kind of what's your experience? You can just pop a message in. Do we have to solve Irish COVID problems, or can they be international problems? They can absolutely be international problems. They don't have to be just Ireland. I think given this is a remote startup weekend, we can be lax on where the solution solves a problem as well. Is there anything else participants have to do before the weekend starts? So a few of you who signed up early might have been given the option to submit an idea already. If you haven't been given the option to submit an idea, we'll be sending out another probably Google form or something coming up maybe Monday, and we will be looking for people to submit additional ideas. And then, yeah, so just have a think of ideas that you might want to work on during the weekend. So that's I think. If there's no other questions, we might wrap up in a minute. So like we said, the recording will be going up online. Yeah, anything you want to add, Jenny, before we wrap up?
No, guys, thank you for tuning in. I know everybody is very busy at the moment, so just want to thank you for your time and your questions. I hope to see everybody present next week. And yeah, I'll leave it there.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye, guys.